We haven't gotten a straight-up killer pterodactyl movie since, well, Terrordactyl. Let us see how this one holds up.
Welcome to the horror show. You realize there is nowhere to run. Don't know who came to fight. Paranoia is getting alive.
Terrordactyl. I'll be honest with you all. I didn't have a script. I didn't really have an idea of how the movie should go, but I had to come up with this title a while ago. I'm sure plenty of people have. But since I didn't have connections or money, I couldn't make it. I am really glad I didn't, though, because this movie is awesome. The plot. Jonas and Lars are two handymen who think they're about to strike gold after meteorites leave an impact on the Earth. Not liking to waste an opportunity to strike it rich with a space rock, they decide to bring their discovery to a friend/bartender who has a cousin who can identify the price. However, before all that can happen, a swarm of pterodactyls lay waste to Los Angeles. And now Jonas and Lars, along with their friend, her roommate, and a crazy doomsday prepper/discharged war veteran, must save the day from these flying featherless freaks. The characters are what could have either saved or doomed this movie. I am not saying the humor has to be spot on. As long as I'm having fun and the characters have charisma, then that'd be enough for this kind of movie. Luckily, they don't just have charisma and a fun story, they showcase a trait I call enjoyable characteristics. The characters are very likable. There's not one I despised. I mean, sure, you've got the dumb bimbo, but even she was kind of funny. Jonas and Lars feel like longtime friends, and I really dug their characters. Candace, the bartender/meteorite enthusiast, I guess, is clearly the most equipped to deal with the situation out of the four. Unless you count the crazy doomsday prepper, Samson, who's probably my favorite character in the movie. I also like when they get downtime with the characters. The only person I wished they expanded a bit more on is Lars. The characters all have genuinely funny moments too. The first shot we see of a pterodactyl is actually quite eerie, and as for the rest of the CGI, it's not half bad. Dare I say it's actually passable. The models blend in well with the scenery, and they seem as though they belong in the surrounding area. There's even a pterodactyl that has a defining characteristic, which I always enjoy in my monster movies/creature features. The fact that people have to cover their ears when a pterodactyl roars just adds to the authentic feel these creatures have. It's a nice little detail. The gore, it's not overly gory. We get some impaling via beak and mildly bloody gunshots. If it weren't for the F-bombs, I'd say this could have passed for PG-13. The musical score, I actually really liked the music in this movie. It had a nice theme. Sure, some tracks were better than others, but to top it all off, we get a theme song. To me, Terrordactyl is a breath of fresh air. It's nice to see a B-movie that actually feels like it took effort to make, and had a lot of heart behind it. So with clever ideas, likable characters, great effects, and a decent musical score in mind, overall I give Terrordactyl a 4 out of 5. Lion Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and to leave comments and subscribe.